I thought we were like doing the episode already. That was me putting on Rosie and Ruler Rosie.
Oh, okay, so that was acting.
Well, exaggerating. Clearly, it's convincing.
Welcome to the Rosie and Rula show. Marhaba.
G'day.
Okay, I have three children
Yeah,
and you have none, zero,
I have a fur baby. Yeah.
a fur baby. Do you know, is that like this is the most conversation killer question,
Oh.
either to ask, do you have children? And no one
Oh.
continue with why you don't have children. And the next question, burning, and no one talk about it, is that do you want children?
Want children. Yeah.
And the fourth one is that can you have children? So all of these questions, I'm gonna put them in one question for you.
Jesus.
Do you want children?
Well, do I give the short answer or I'll give the short answer and then
Yeah, and
we can yes. Short answer, no.
can you tell me why?
Yes, I suppose that would help. I have trouble enough looking after myself. I do not need some demanding human beings who rely on me. I love children. I like working with children. I like spending time with children. Do I want them? No. Life would change so much. Would I be living in a van if I were to have a baby? Probably not. I can't be as spontaneous if I have kids, especially when they're younger. And so I don't think it suits me. And I'm okay with that.
When did
But
you
if you
know?
are so if you asked me that question even 5 years ago, I would have said, yes, I want kids.
Why? Back then was a yes?
I don't think I'd stop to question if I really did. It was just kind of, yeah, I love kids and everybody has kids at this age. And yeah, of course I want kids. I'm going to be devastated if I don't have kids. And, as someone who's not straight, having children requires a lot of planning. It's not just going to happen accidentally, right? So it wasn't like I could make a decision and let's start trying straight away, like whatever, surprise. Oh, where was I going with that? What was
Yeah,
I saying,
that
Rula?
a while ago, 5 years ago, you would say yes. But do you think
Yeah.
you would say yes because of social expectations
Yes.
and
Yes.
what
Yes.
women
It's
should
exactly what
have?
it was. Yes. Not that I realized that. I'm someone who hates rules and think I can think for myself, and I'm very clever and very independent.
That's
But
what
yeah,
we
that's
like to
exactly why.
think.
Yeah, exactly. It's all in my head.
The older you get, the more you're realizing. You know why I'm asking this question? Because when I meet people and they don't have children, I like to
Mm.
know why. Not because I'm nosy, but
You want to
because
understand.
yes, I'm fascinated by the
Mm.
women, the couples deciding not to have children. I feel they're so strong in their
Mm.
wants and defying societal expectations. And
Mm.
of course, people will tell them, yeah, but children are paying your pension and children are the future. Because, we have children for economical reasons too.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Or
And then
people go
I'm
to me, oh, you'll change your
fascinated.
mind. You'll change your mind. Yeah.
Yes,
Did you want kids? Were they planned?
they were planned. I never wanted kids until my ex and my family and everyone was expecting it after 2 years of
Oh, your
marriage.
ex. I thought you said eggs.
No, my ex. I
I
was
was like,
young.
what?
I was 29, I think. Um,
Yeah.
and it felt at that moment we were in love and it
Mm-hmm.
felt it will make our life complete. What I find it really remarkable actually is that sometimes when couples are in difficulties, they go for it. They think the child will solve their
Yes,
problems,
yes.
they'll bring them
And
close
does it?
together. Absolutely not. Or maybe, I mean, I don't have the facts. Why I'm saying absolutely not is because having kids is so challenging. It put every
Ah,
relation to the test. So if the
right.
relation is already not stable, the kid will make them exhausted. It won't bring them together. And where I'm going with this is I want to go back first to the conversation with people who don't have children.
Okay, yeah.
So you're at the dinner table and everybody is talking about their kids. Do you feel like no one is interested in having conversation with you about what you
Yeah.
like in life because they're so busy with their kids' stories?
I'm lucky in that my small circle of friends,
Oh, you're not giving me what I want
most of
then. Okay.
them. No, I'm
Go
not.
ahead,
So
answer.
fucking suck it up. My circle of friends, most of them don't have kids, and most of them don't want kids. But the
Because you're
ones who
also
do,
gay?
no, no. I'm the only gay one. No, geez. Although, does that even matter?
No.
No. Yeah. I don't, yeah, no, that's an interesting one. So, no, but if I was in that situation, I would feel left out because that's all they talk about and how many poos they've done today and how many millimeters of breast milk they had or just the whatever it is, what developmental milestone they're at, or they've got a little cough at the moment. And it gets to a point and you go, for goodness sake, come on,
Have you been
let's
in
talk
this
about
situation?
not in a big group, but with sort of one other person or two other people. Yeah. And it's not that I think they shouldn't talk about it, but there's a certain point, and it's like, well, why are we catching up? I'm not here to get a blow by blow of what your kid has been up to the past 3 weeks.
Hmm. You know, what you're saying is logical. Of course, with small babies, the moms are so consumed and so tired
Yeah.
and worried. It's just too
Yeah.
much. They feel like talking about it is like releasing. The mistake is that I find what I felt, I so needed not to talk about the babies.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
I feel awkward sitting in a group just talking about the babies while some others there don't have babies. As you said, they have furry babies at home. They have
You imagine if
other
I rocked up and I
interests.
just start talking about Tilly for 2 hours straight. Nobody wants to hear that.
It's like an obligation
Yeah.
because most of people are people pleasing and don't want to say, stop talking about Tilly.
So
Suck
do you
in.
think becoming a mum then takes away your freedom? Is that what you think?
True. And this is very, people listening maybe will think that don't become a mom.
Yeah,
Because you also hear this. If you don't want that, don't become a mom. No,
don't
I
do it.
want that. And I also want to have the freedom to be myself. Becoming a mom, your freedom is gone. You're so tired, especially when they are small. You're tired. You have no energy the next day to do anything. And if you don't have someone to help you, yeah, your word is just being a mom.
You must feel like a totally different person. Did you have like a an identity crisis? Like, well,
Oh,
who
big
am I
time, big
now?
time, big time. And you know what we learn? Now we're talking about something else actually than my question. What we learn is that you should do it all by yourself.
Oh, for fuck's
It's
sake.
wrong
Yeah.
to ask for help, then you're not a good mom. This stupid
It is
way
stupid.
of doing it all by yourself is horrifying. And they don't tell you all the truth about how painful breastfeeding is,
Oh, yeah.
how the development of the kids is tough. Anyway, I want to go back to our topic. That what I like is that, as you said, at the dinner table, meeting people for coffee, having just conversation, it's okay to be interested in the other woman who chooses not to have children.
Yeah. Don't
The
treat us
risk
as less
here
than.
might be health issues.
Okay. Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
wonder if women who really have the desire to have a baby and can't have one, are they open to share this? What do you think?
I think that's really hard. It's so personal, and I think those journeys can be so painful. I know one person who's been through it and they had a child and it was great, and another person who's they haven't been successful and they spent all this money, and it's hard to see. So do they want to talk about it? Probably yes and no, I think, because they must be wanting to have someone understand what they're going through, but do they want to share it with a mum who's gushing over their baby?
Oh, that's a
Probably
good
not.
one. That's a good one. So it's
I'm
really
so clever.
sensible asking this question. It could be also parents who lost their babies.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not making it dramatic, but this is
No, but it's
reality. This is
true.
reality.
And
You never
do you
know.
think that reason's not to ask people though? Like, why don't you want kids?
Maybe that's not the question to ask.
Right.
I mean, I know you. I could ask you this. We haven't talked
And
about
I'd
it,
just
but
tell you to piss off. Yeah.
Well,
Well, no, I wouldn't, but yeah.
I think we should make space for people with no children to talk about why and how they see their
That's
future.
exactly it. Create space. Yeah.
And also, what are their interests? Having a child is not everything.
It's not the be all end all, is that?
If I'm talking about my baby, I would love to hear about your dog, even though they think, oh, but that's a dog, it's not a baby.
Yeah.
And if it's important to you, it's important.
Right. We just respect what's important to everybody, and there's no expectation you should have a kid, or one day you'll change your mind, the hormones will kick in, or whatever the heck it is, or you're getting old now.
Yes, clock is ticking.
Yeah, that used to stress me out, and now I'm like, oh, well, good. Then people don't have to be like, oh, time's running out, and you just go, nah, it's run out, mate.
Yes. If we have systems that supports new moms, and if even later, if we have good systems, I think more women would be encouraged to have children.
Right. I
But
do find it
it's a
terrifying.
hard choice for women
It's
to have a child.
terrifying. Pushing a child out of my vagina or having myself cut open if I'm having a C-section, it sounds awful. Shitting yourself and whatever else, people looking at like, no, thank you. That's terrifying. And then you're dealing with a child who's screaming all night. That definitely scares me. That is terrifying. And yet, I feel like that's not spoken about much. It's just all the rainbows. Having children's wonderful.
I'm so glad to hear your voice on this. I'm so glad to hear your opinion this wide, like clear, because it's okay. I respect you for that. Thanks for sharing how you feel.
You are welcome. I'm glad you asked. We haven't had this conversation, but why the hell not? We're friends. We've known each other long enough. Why did it take a podcast episode? But everybody let us know. What are your thoughts? Do you want kids? Do you not want them? Should we ask people why? Or give them space to talk about their experiences?
Yes, I have a friend, she's an expert in the field. I'm going to ask her.
Yes.
And we'll get
okay.
the answer on
Back.
the next episode, hopefully.
Well, you better note that down, because both of us have terrible memories. You ask your expert friend and we're gonna cover that.
Yes,
Right.
I will. All right.
I think we have totally over time.
Bye-bye.
Let's go. Bye. If you got a kick out of our conversation today, can you pretty please hit the follow button and share it with another opinionated person? This is the easiest way for you to support the show. It also gives Roula and I the motivation
Rosie,
to keep
I have to
going.
stop you there. Stop telling people what to do. If they like to follow the show and share it, it's totally up to them. Guys, please, can you help us follow and share the show? Thank you so much. See you next time.
Said.